On August the 7th, 1781, Captain Meyers and about a dozen of his men warily approached the home of American General Philip Schuyler, just outside of Albany. Meyers' party was one of 8 sent from Canada to kidnap various rebel leaders. But the rebels were alerted, and Meyers' party had been forced to hide for a week. Finally, Meyers took his chances and prepared to strike.
According to letters written by Schuyler at the time of the kidnap attempt, Meyers and his men broke through the back gate into a closed courtyard area. From there, they proceeded into a kitchen which was described by Schuyler at the time as adjoining his nursery wing. They then made their way into a back passageway which ran the length of the back of Schuyler's house, and from there proceeded to an area in the back hall where Schuyler's guards began shooting. Schuyler had taken an active part in defending the house, but soon made his way upstairs with his family to temporary safety. Meyers and his men did reach the same second floor saloon area, but at that time, Schuyler began shooting his pistol out the window to try to get the people in Albany to come to his rescue. And at that time, he also started yelling for the men to surround the house. Meyers heard that, and at that time, the situation was much too dangerous and he was running out of time, so he proceeded to retreat.
No, but Meyers' men didn't leave the Schuyler mansion as hastily as they might have, because on the way, some of them slipped into the dining room and removed some family silver. And this was a great embarrassment to Governor Haldeman, I think more than not getting Schuyler, that he could only find 6 spoons, but some tankards and plates that were also taken never showed up in Canada. I think they were sold by the Meyers men as they were making their retreat.
All the kidnap attempts failed, but Meyers had come closest to pulling it off. In the scuffle, he wounded 1 or 2 of Schuyler's guards and took 2 of them prisoners. 2 of Meyers' men were also wounded. This gouge in Schuyler's banister is a visible reminder of the brief battle. It was apparently made by a tomahawk thrown at one of the general's terrified daughters.
Maybe they thought that if the raids were successful, that they could bolster up the loyalists' ego just a wee bit while they were fighting so frantically. And Britain was actually at this point losing the war. And I think if they thought that they had had some successful raids down from the north and they were able to capture maybe a general or 2 or a few of the lesser officers, it would help to turn the tide of battle. We all know now, of course, that it won't turn the tide of battle, but I do believe that that was the reason behind it.
Meyers and his raiders were pursued by some 200 rebels, but once again he managed to elude them. However, he faced more problems on his return to Canada.